The morning after the third discovery, Detective Mara Ellison drove through Pine Bluff Woods with the windows down. The air was cold and heavy with fog. Her partner, Officer Neil Harper, sat quietly beside her, flipping through case notes. They'd mapped each disappearance, and the pattern was unsettling. The cars had been found in a near-perfect arc around the town. Each site pointed toward the North Ridge, where the old Harrow farm had once stood. The farm had burned to the ground 20 years ago. The owner, Reverend Paul Harrow, vanished the same night. Officially, it was ruled an accident, a faulty furnace, an empty house. But older residents whispered a different story, that Harrow had fled after something unspeakable happened in his church. Ellison remembered the gossip from her childhood. It had sounded absurd then. Now, staring at the map, she wasn't so sure. When she arrived at the ridge, the air changed. The road narrowed into a single lane hemmed by trees. Halfway up, she spotted something that made her pull over, a small wooden cross, nailed to a tree trunk, freshly painted white. Below it, someone had placed a pumpkin carved with the number 4. Harper crouched beside it, shining his flashlight along the dirt. "No footprints," he said. "He's careful." Ellison didn't answer. Her eyes followed the hill upward, where the ruins of the Harrow barn stood like a skeleton against the sky. The wind pushed through the broken boards, creating a hollow whistle that seemed to echo down the valley. She climbed the slope alone. Inside the barn, the floor was littered with ash and old bottles. In one corner, a piece of cloth hung from a nail, the remains of what looked like a robe. The fabric smelled faintly of smoke and varnish, the same varnish used on the pumpkins. That was the first time she felt the chill, not from the cold, but from the realization that whoever was doing this wasn't killing for pleasure or chaos. There was structure, intention, almost reverence. The pumpkins weren't trophies. They were messages. By the end of the week, the town was in lockdown. Parents kept their children home. The mayor closed all non-essential businesses after dusk. The police doubled patrols, but no one felt safer. At night, the only lights came from the flicker of jack-o'-lanterns left to rot on doorsteps, their grins collapsing into silence. On the 7th day, a call came from the northern checkpoint. A silver sedan had been found abandoned near the old train bridge. Ellison arrived within minutes. The car's windows were fogged from the inside, the engine still warm. She opened the driver's door carefully. On the seat was another pumpkin, smaller than the rest, marked with a 5. In its hollow center, something metallic glinted beneath the candlelight, a police badge. It was Harper's. Her partner had been off duty that night. He wasn't answering his phone. For the first time, fear reached her. Not for herself, but for the people she thought she could protect. The killer had crossed a line. He wasn't just choosing random victims anymore. He was watching the investigation, following it, anticipating it. Ellison radioed for backup. Within an hour, the area was crawling with state troopers. They swept the woods until dawn, calling Harper's name through the fog. They found nothing. At sunrise, the mist began to lift, revealing the pale stretch of river below the bridge. Something floated near the rocks, a shape that caught the light. When they pulled it to shore, Ellison recognized the jacket immediately. It was Harper. No wounds, no signs of struggle. His eyes were open, his expression calm. In his hand, he clutched a scrap of cloth, the same kind Ellison had found in the barn. The fabric was stamped with a faint emblem, a curved sickle inside a circle. The local paper ran the headline "Harvest Claims 5th." The story spread faster than truth could catch it. That night, someone left a new pumpkin on the steps of the police station. Number 6. And carved into its back, barely visible in the candlelight, was a single word: soon. Stay locked in for Chapter 3. Like, subscribe and share for more.